It's the Patriots.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the third overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week one. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To the air, May. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out right around the 39. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run once more with Stevenson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's May. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his 2nd season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is...
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Now the ball comes loose. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as the tackle made here at the 36. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And they go play action with May. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing here is May. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. We're going to throw. May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
They'll throw with May. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Stevenson again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Duggar able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Even though he's a fourth rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players. So you never know. Fourth-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
To throw, it's May.
It's complete to Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And he certainly looks like a true inline wide tight end, someone at the line of scrimmage that can just maul you.
Here we go.
But he can catch the football.
11.
Has some similarities to C.J. Uzomah, who thrived in Cincinnati with Joe Burrow.
Over the middle here to Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Gun. Gun.
In motion, the tight end. Now it's Burrow.
That's to his tight end all.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
That one caught by all, the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Burrow. Here's a diving catch right side.
Here we go.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
On 1, ready?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Brown looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. 3rd down, here's Brown. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Now a give left side. Brown with it. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they're going to speed things up here. They try and run forward here with Brown. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in from Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that
one. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had...
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Here's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They go play action now. May.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's May.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown.
Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So the Patriots now down by 15. A minute 52 to play. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 two-point conversion mixed in there as well.
Looking to throw. May.
That one caught by Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw with May.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
To the air, May.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw, it's May. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
One, ready?
Here's 3rd and 10.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And this will be caught at the 30.
He's got the first down and potentially a lot more.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Throwing here is May. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, May.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
The City always a little extra